Hey!
What's up?
You want to do it from here?
Yeah, we're done. We're live. What's up? It's your boy Space Viking.
Hey, this ain't no division. This is Guts Podcast.
Welcome to Guts.
And we got our first
ever
live,
YouTube
Y'all done fucked up and let us do
video.
Thank you how much shit we finna be filming
I'm
now.
gonna fuck your head up.
So
Thank you for everyone who bought a shirt so we
I
can
know,
watch
appreciate
this
that for buying the merchandise.
video equipment.
We got it on.
We
man.
got a fucking awesome
Yeah.
special guest today. One of my day one homies.
Yeah, day one home.
The beautiful, talented, wonderful Shimmy Texas. You can find her on IG, aka Adriana Binder.
I like
AKA, the beast in the south side, AKA Cacahuates. I don't know what that means.
Fucking love it.
But,
sounds good.
yeah, say hi, man.
Hi, everybody. So happy to be here.
Yeah. And we have our homie, Susie.
Susanna,
Susanna, who is on Storage for Ghosts.
Fuck yeah. And we all representing something. We popping these bottles like wine. These are Monster. And the ladies are drinking on some good cold water, so you know it's going down today.
Hey, get us a check, please.
Fuck right, man. Look at us. We like doublemint twins and shit.
Yeah, so.
What's the hustle?
Hey, it's winning.
I know, right?
Anyway, storageforghosts.com. This is so cool
Yeah,
because
that's dope, man.
me and Miss Shimmy, we grew up together.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's just how funny is that you're a horror writer
Man, that is
on a
awesome.
blog. It's kind of like, it's cool, man.
That is awesome.
So it's an honor to have y'all on. But tell us about Storage for Ghosts and all that stuff.
So it's a blog I started because I really love horror movies and
Yeah.
horror books and
Yeah,
scary
yeah.
stories, and I just wanted to be able to talk about them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd like that,
Okay.
and also I love scary movies, but I also really love it when people try to make a good scary movie, like
Yeah.
when they're paying
Yeah.
attention to the craft and make something that's like really just. You can't stop thinking about it. You know, like Alien. You know,
Fuck yeah.
Right.
It was just a
it's
birthday.
a classic,
of
Alien
yeah.
Day, right? Like
definitely.
its 40th anniversary, and it
Yeah,
is
awesome.
a classic for a reason. It's because they put all this time and effort into making it a really great movie.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
very memorable.
so it's like you have entertainment from horror, but then also there's a lot more that can be said with the genre that
Yeah.
you can't say with other things, you know?
Yeah,
And
totally.
people really, can I cuss?
Yeah.
People really shit on the genre, but I'm like, there's bad
Horror
movies,
is-
but there's some classics.
Horror
you know?
is the shit. Cause we were just talking about that. We was like, you could do so much comedy. It's like the same love story, the same ending, and everything. Horror is like, how the hell is shit gonna end?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
we saw a crazy ass one called Poltergeist. It's a damn movie.
Yeah, we like all the shitty ones
It's
too.
a singing horror
I like
movie,
to watch them.
which is weird. And it's like, what the hell is going on? We didn't make it. It was DOA. We called it Dead on Arrival.
Yeah.
So it didn't make it past like
Yeah.
15 minutes in the movie.
Wait, what one was it?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard of Poltergeist.
No, it's called
Okay, I
like
heard.
food.
Like turkey
Like,
and chicken.
yeah, they
I've
owned a
seen that
restaurant and it was like some.
It's like
It
a
was-
killer
it was
turkey,
a
right?
evil
not
turkey,
Killer
yeah.
Turkey. No, not that
That was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is my
That
shit.
shit is live. We
I
watched
should
the whole
guess.
movie of that shit.
I should
Wow.
post like just on like a holiday theme.
Yeah.
Horror movies, like
No,
all
I
the
think-
best cheesy ones. Like there's an Arbor
There's
Day.
a lot of really good Christmas scary movies.
Yeah,
yeah.
Krampus,
Yeah.
Gremlins.
Well, Black Christmas, the original.
Yeah.
the
Black
remix
Christmas looks scary as hell. I haven't seen it yet.
We
The
saw
original.
Gremlins.
Black Christmas, like the original.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the original slasher film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
There was-
amazing.
there was-
All the rules from the slasher movies come from
Yeah,
that movie.
I know, right?
Really?
We saw that like a couple of months ago.
It's pretty intense, like
Yeah,
even
it's
for something
good.
made in the 70s.
So
it's
you
like,
know,
The
yeah,
trailer is scary as hell.
yeah.
When I saw that trailer, I was like, whoa, I gotta
It's-
be in a certain frame of mind.
Well,
yeah, you gotta like prepare for Black Christmas,
Yeah.
especially as a woman.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Those,
Jesus.
those older movies are funny though, because we grew up in the era of, like, the first horror movie I saw in the theater was Jason Takes Manhattan with my dad when I was 6.
Yeah.
And so I grew up with that. So when you
Yeah.
kind of watch the OG shit, when I was little, I hated them, but now I appreciate, like, this was the first slasher movie. Like, I appreciate what it does.
What it does.
But it's like, we have a thing on our gut show. It's like, it's called the keep us off our phone factor.
Yeah.
We're addicted to our
Yeah.
phones.
Sure.
We can't fucking stay off of them.
We
Like,
own
I have a
it. We own
problem.
it at a point. It's like
I think we all do, right?
It's
Yeah.
like my only. It's like, and I had to set it down. Like, this is not real life. So I do horror movies because that's the only thing that'll keep my attention. You
Yeah.
know, I'm a maniac. But, sidebar. But that's the only thing that can like hold my attention long enough is a
Yeah.
horror movie, and that's the only thing we really watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And horror to me is the last pure genre because I remember in the 80s all the movies were dope, like, you know, 48 Hours and shit. They would say, they would curse and they
Yeah.
would, you know, like even, remember Silver Bullet?
Yes.
Yes.
So remember
Yeah,
like
Stephen King.
the kids in the,
Yeah.
the kids in
Yeah.
the wheelchair,
Yes.
the kids in the wheelchair, and then this guy's like, damn cripples, you ought to kill them all. Like, you can't say that in new movies unless it's a
Right.
horror movie, you know,
Everybody
because
talking
horror
about
can
that
push
shit.
that. So that's why we fuck with horror. We don't. To me, when I watch a normal movie now, it's so boring to me. I can't do it. I'm like, somebody kill somebody, somebody die,
Something happened.
It's
something.
the same ending, the same plot in every movie, though. Like I was saying, it never changes.
That's true. I
It's
think
like
that's
you
just-
know the person gonna end up getting the girl, or she gonna get the guy, and it's like, okay, the same cheesy ending.
Yeah.
That's hard. You're like, damn, everybody dead.
But like
Or something
horror
like
is
that.
still like it's working with your emotions,
Yeah,
with
hell
your
yeah.
fears, and so like we're gonna start talking about Pet Semetary right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh shit!
To the point.
The 1989 film was so good because I feel like it was so good because you felt afraid. You felt, oh my god, oh no, the toddler died.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? And then you see the mania just kind of like spin off, and then everything goes crazy.
Yeah.
You're on a ride with them, and it's nonstop through the end. It's really, really well done. And then
Yeah.
you see the remake that just.
Remake
It's a little different of a ride, but it's still a
They put
ride.
that twist on it for you. Well, sort of, you know.
Wait,
Yeah. So what did y'all think? Y'all didn't like it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not gonna say I didn't like it.
So
Yeah.
it had some strong points. Like we
Yeah.
were talking about this. We liked the cinematography, like the look of the film.
Yeah.
Like it's very like kind of old school with like
Yeah.
the misty,
Sure.
the forest. The forest is creepy and
Yeah.
all that. And like, you know, like whoever was in charge of the look of the film did a good job, I think. But like, I don't know. It was just like I didn't care about the characters because they didn't do a lot of work with character development. Because I'm like, okay, so like I get it, like, oh, there's a dad and there's a mom and there's two kids and they're both cute, and then they're like, okay, so there's a family and like.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
My bad.
Hello, world.
No, you're right.
No, it's like they're just kind of like, here we go, checklist,
Yeah.
checklist.
There's the
checklist.
old
And I'm
neighbor.
like,
There he goes.
Yeah.
John Lithgow's really good.
he's
really good.
wasted.
But
Yeah.
it's just click, click. Here's a family. Click. Here's a neighbor. Oh, don't go by the pet. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
let's go bury church now. And,
And
I
you're
don't
like,
care.
tell me about how these people feel about moving to
I can't
Maine.
be
Like the
that
mom's not
serious.
mad because she's like, you uprooted our
Oh,
lives.
she
to
just
come
like, let's
here.
go.
Like, it's very-
Everything was good.
Well, and so the 80s one, I actually rewatched some of it this morning in anticipation of this
Fuck
podcast.
yeah.
Because I was like,
Guts, baby. A whole lot of gang shit.
And it's like, it's cheesy as hell, it's very 80s, but they actually like made you care about the characters.
Yeah.
Like there's more character development, a little bit more nuance. So then when like tragedy hits and the dad goes off the deep end, you're like, no, don't do it for God. Oh, it'll be okay. Like you feel more of his guilt, you know, like he's trying to be a good dad, but he keeps
Yeah.
making the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
That he didn't know it was gonna go that way at the time, but in this movie, it's just kind of like, oh, and then the accident, and then he's like, well, you know, I put it like this. It's like his spoiler alert. But
Spoiler.
so the toddler doesn't die in the remake, the daughter dies, which
Yeah.
isn't a bad idea. Like
But
it's
you
just
wanted that toddler. It's like,
no, I
it's
wanted
about
them to develop it. I wanted
Yeah.
them to be like, guess what? You thought the toddler was gonna die. No, it's the girl that's gonna die. Because it's literally how the scene goes,
Yeah.
right? Which
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But anyway, like, so all of it is like, oh, the daughter dies, and then the dad's like, I'm sad, let's go bring her back. And I'm like, whoa, hold on, you saw what happened with that cat.
Yeah,
You saw what happened with that
yeah,
cat.
yeah.
I need a little bit more to get from A to
Reasoning.
B.
Like, let's
right?
think about it first when we do it. But
Well,
he
then-
just went straight to like, I'm burying this.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Okay.
what's your like, and I'm a nerd, I'm a a writer, so I'm like, okay, well, what's your motivation? Like, how did you get there? And the movie's like, don't ask those questions. I'm like,
Yeah, just get there.
but I have to ask that question because it doesn't make sense.
And then I noticed too what you're saying, like the road was closer.
Yeah.
And he ran. So I always say that. Why the hell he couldn't catch that baby on the first one? I've been like a damn.
It's so funny to go
Yeah.
to
I've
movies
been
with
like
him.
a damn cornerback, like picking up interceptions.
It's so funny to go to the
That
movies with
baby
him.
was so far. I'm like, I would have caught his ass. Like, you know what? And
Or you would
then,
have used dad voice and
Yeah.
like, can't you fucking
Yeah,
come right
no
now?
shit.
You know, like you would have.
and then the new one kind of taking them away. I'm like, okay, that's kind of like, I know what you're saying. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, I wanted to see both of them get hit.
Oh.
In a way. There would have been the plot, like, shit, I gotta bring both of them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
That
that
would
would
have
have.
been more to like, oh shit,
If
it's
you
two of
lost,
them.
if you lost
Instead
both
of
kids
one.
in one go,
Right.
then I maybe could have understand like he's just destroyed.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Then that would have been more like, oh, digging that night.
Yeah.
Me and the mama digging, but
Yeah, but it didn't make sense the way it was.
and they kind of had the same kills, and I was like, man, I miss Gage like chewing on them, like I'm the first one.
And
I
it
was like,
was like,
I was-
yeah. Like the 80s one was cheesy, but then it had moments where you're like,
and when he
Oh my
jumped
God.
out the attic and shit, I'm like, that's so bad.
It was so
Like that
good.
shit jumped
Because
out.
you've got a little toddler who you spend all this time in that first half of the movie, and he's so cute. He's got
Yeah.
these big brown eyes. Just like, oh, I love you, Daddy, and he's so cute and everything. And then he gets run over, gets resurrected, comes back, and he's got like a combat and scalpel. I'm with you, mommy.
Yeah.
It was just scary as hell. And it's two part though.
and just the way he's like, and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Like bites
Yeah.
on his
It
like
freaks you out. It
Frank
freaks
Wynn's
you out.
neck and everything, and it's just ruthless like
Yeah,
that.
You're gonna munch on Herman Munster's neck like that? Oh my god.
It's a
And then the
total-
cut on the Achilles was like deep in that.
Yes,
like,
the
oh,
whole
shit.
thing is ruthless,
Yeah.
and you've got this hardcore contrast going on because it's like a 2 or 3 year old toddler
Yeah.
making all
Right.
this ruckus, okay?
Ruckus, yeah,
And
that's a word.
it's just cooler that way. It's more shocking, and I give a shit because I spent half the movie caring that little boy's cute.
Yeah.
Seeing how the family works together, seeing how they
it
fit
works
together.
Yeah.
Everything becomes
Seeing
more
that-
believable
yeah,
when you
like-
have some time to develop the characters. But when
Yeah.
we come to the remake, it would jump in and all of a sudden jump. I don't care who dies. I don't
Wow.
like
that was
Not in
me.
that movie. I don't really care.
It's like kill them all.
Like, I don't give a shit. Like, one of the
Surprise me.
So I told y'all like I had a baby recently, and I was like really like, oh, Pet Semetary is gonna like destroy me because I'm gonna see like my daughter. But then we get in there, and I'm like, oh, this is boring. Like I don't care about any of these people. Like, and I was like, oh, I don't think any of these people are parents. Because like they left stuff on the table that I'm like, that would have been easy to put that in there. That would have been like easy to develop that,
So
you
you went
know?
into your mom and mode, huh?
Well, a little bit like, okay, well, so like you moved the kids up.
Yeah.
You know, like, is anyone cranky? Or are you like a little bit resentful?
Yeah,
like, you know, like
everybody just went into
everyone
the
was like,
floor,
"Yay, we're here in Maine now," and like, "Oh, that road sure is scary." If my husband moved us up and we bought a house next to that road, I would have been like, "Did you not see the road when you came to look at this?
Shit,
did you
but like,
think this was
like
okay?"
that scene should have been him building a gate around
Exactly. I would have been like, "You're gonna go. You're gonna call some contractors right now and build us a little fenced-in area." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
perfect.
yeah. And so,
Okay.
and like anyone's mom would have been like, "No one goes in the front yard." You know, like nothing. I was just kind of like,
Yeah.
"What's happening?"
Well,
So-
look, in the book, that's what the story is like.
Right.
They've got this road, okay, and then they're outside playing, and everything's great, and la la la, and sunshine, which is almost always foreshadows that some
And
shit's
Stephen
gonna go
King,
down.
if it's a sunny
But
day,
all
it's gonna be
sunny,
bad.
and
Like,
it's like, oh wow, someone's gonna die.
Yeah,
There's
like-
gonna be some kind of mania happening. And so, like when Stephen King wrote the book, that was based on his imagination, thinking,
Yeah.
oh my god, because his
Yeah.
son ran out and almost got hit in that road.
Mhm.
yeah, and
he
they had the
saved
same
him.
trucks coming by.
Right, so he saved him. He's like, oh my god, what would I have done? Oh my god, if my son had died. And he wrote this book, Pet Semetary, and it was so deranged. He's like, no one's going to want to read this. And in fact, I'm too scared to look at it myself. He stuck it in a drawer. That's it. And then here we are. We have this cult classic that was just remade in
Yeah.
a very respectful way, but not that
Yeah.
good.
Well, so that's kind of my
Yeah.
thing about it. It's like, it's a remake.
Yeah.
So it's never going to be.
No,
The
that's
thing
true.
is, though, like
Yeah.
the '80s one had room to improve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because it was
Yeah.
So you think
kind of
2019 is like you got so much time to think about it, and like
right?
every part should be like, hey, this should go like this. What you think about this? Cause like you say, it jumps straight in, and it's kind of like, okay, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's like you could have improved upon the original.
Yeah,
Because
you
the
could've-
original is
you got a
cheesy.
lot of time.
Like it's funny. Like it's like
You could have showed. So what y'all saying is you could have showed the turmoil and him even thinking he might have to bury him and bring him back.
Yeah, man, maybe
Yeah.
he
You had a lot. You had a lot
you
you
could
could have done.
Maybe some
you
character
know?
develop a little bit more so we give a shit about everyone that dies and everybody there. And also something that I feel like was really missing in the remake is that the 1980s movie was cool because you got a lot of flashbacks from like the neighbor.
Oh, the dude,
telling
the sister?
stories
Yeah.
like
It's like
that.
The
Zelda.
sister freaked me
Yeah.
out, bro.
You
You
got a
felt
lot
it
of
in this movie is just like there, and I'm like, I only know about this because I saw the original.
Yeah.
That
Like,
sister.
It just pops up.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I knew it was a
It
dude,
was a
man.
dude, yeah.
And it was
yeah,
like,
that was creepy.
Yeah.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
stuff just pops up through her memory. You're like, well, where the fuck did that come from?
Right, and it's like in
Yeah.
the original they add to this theme of like death and like being scared of it
Yeah.
and like taking care of someone who's dependent on you and like how scary that is. So it's like fits in with like parents, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it's about parenting and
Yeah.
not being able to like care for your child and then when it goes to shit, you know, like being like I need another chance. But in the remake, it's like, oh, scary Zelda, and they did that basically because I'm like the producers are probably like, it's not scary here. We've gone too long without a scare, so like put the Zelda shit in.
Yeah, and it.
Which was like her coming out of the dumbwaiter. I was like,
That was
oh,
good.
but like,
Yeah,
but I didn't care about it.
Yeah,
like,
but it was kind of like me. It was like, well, damn, is it kind of like a haunted house now? What's going on? How's she getting these
yeah,
visuals?
yeah.
All of a sudden, that's why I was kind of like, okay, now we all need to move out the house. That movie would have been over.
Okay, I got a better
idea.
Exactly.
Let's
I
go.
got a better idea. This is Space Viking with the explicit remake. The kid comes back as a clown, and he fucking kills everyone, and then they come back as clown zombies. And
On roller skates.
on roller skates,
Which
Right.
shades?
and
Right.
everybody dies.
Yeah.
And no taxation without
I was
representation.
trying to figure out too, like, what were the other people in the town? Because they came to their backyard and buried.
Well, so here's my question. I'm like, is every single person in the town like, let me bury my pet? And then when someone dies, they're like, I really shouldn't, but let's try to
But
bury
it's
my
like
mom.
they
And
should
then
have been somebody else like, hey,
Yeah.
I buried the dog, don't do it.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah.
and he came over and did this.
Yes, we don't have any context. When in the remake, we don't have any context. Like in the 80s movie, they've got like Timmy Baterman, the example of like when
Yeah.
one person brought
Oh,
back
yeah.
someone that was alive.
And freaked
what
out the whole
happened.
town, like
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
And then
He's
they
like,
like tell,
"Ooh, yeah,
he's like,
yeah."
"Ugh," and then like
Yeah.
and then like what happened when Judd buried his own dog and saw the dog come
Yeah.
like all like Cujo style.
Yeah, no
We don't
shit.
have any of those flashbacks. We don't have any of that extra to like get us pumped up. Like why or what's gonna happen?
Right?
We don't
Yeah.
have any of that. It's like checking. I felt like I was watching a movie and it's checking the box.
It was. And it was
Like, all right, take him to the Micmac burial ground. All right, leave him there. Okay, now the church is gonna come back that cat. All right, then one of the kids dies. So, but let's talk about the death scene for a second, which
Which
I thought
one?
was kind of heavy metal. I'll give it some credit, a little bit heavy metal.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kid was live.
Yeah.
So I think that the one heavy metal jump scare in the remake was the scene where Lewis is tossing with his zombie daughter, and then he kind of like stands up just
Because he's about to hit her.
and then
Yeah.
Rachel impales him.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
pretty heavy metal
Yeah.
moment. That
I,
was a
I
jump
wasn't
scare.
expecting that.
That
either.
was-
like,
I
oh,
wasn't
shit.
either.
I
No.
was like, oh,
I
I was
was
expecting her to come back, but not like that.
I
Yeah,
saw
like,
it.
damn,
I was
that was
like,
good.
"That's cool. I like it." And then
Yeah.
I thought a little bit harder because I can't help it. And like, how long did it take her?
Yeah,
to,
that's
like,
what I was
hurry
thinking.
up? That's what
Yeah.
I did. I
That's
thought
what
that takes a few hours.
I was like, damn, that was quick.
It was
She
too
came back.
quick. It was like,
And that was another thing that I was like, come on, guys. Like, I was like, what are the rules here?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, like,
And then
it just
the
bothered me that, like, the
scene.
cat didn't pop right out like that, you know?
The
Like,
mom came, but it's like the daughter drugged her mom all.
yeah, and I was
the
like,
wrong
okay,
way.
even if you're like a possessed 8-year-old or still an 8-year-old, it's gonna take you a little
Yeah,
while to
that's
like
true.
drag a human woman
guys,
out there. But, like,
Exactly. And if the terms of that fictional universe, if the rules of that fictional universe are that when you resurrect a child, an adult, whatever, the demon spirit, okay, the Native American spirit,
or whatever it is, because
causes
the remake
curse,
doesn't really tell
gives
you what
you
it
like
is.
superhuman strength, and you can just lift a car and you can do all that kind of stuff, and we get that kind of explained. But we don't have shit for explanation about why anything is happening. We get like one short scene where Judd tells Lewis about
he just
like
dumps
the Wendigo.
exposition. He's just
Yeah.
like, oh hey, because
There's
like
a Wendigo.
we don't actually want to do any work. We're just gonna like tell you what's happening, so like you can move on. And poor John Lithgow sitting here like, I'm better than this. Like,
He was so good in this. He's
tried.
really good in this movie, but he's just not. The
It was like
movie
Star Wars,
needed
where,
someone
like,
with overalls on that's like in that, like Fred Gwynn in the '80s movie, where he's got the accent going. He's sort of a believable fixture of that town. He's been there a long time. He knows what's up. He knows the curse. He's got all the info. John Lithgow's kind of like, well, so, and then this happens.
because they didn't give him anything to work with.
Yeah.
Like he's trying, but it's like
It's so crazy when you
I did
listen
like
to
the part
people
about
who are
the wife
smart
thing.
talk about it. Because we were like, fuck yeah, the kills are dope. We were like,
But I did like the one when his wife came back and the daughter kind of like, they kind of flipped sides with each other.
yeah,
That was
she
kind of
was
like, I like
alone
creepy shit
now.
like that.
Like, yeah.
I like that. That kind of was like, okay, that's pretty cool. The kill was real good.
Well,
on
and
it.
when she took out John Lithgow,
Yeah.
I was like,
I like, okay, she stabbed him.
that
Yeah.
actually was pretty. That
That
was
was
well
good. That
done.
was good.
Because
That
like
was good.
they had him go into the bedroom first.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
And then you know he like kicks the bed because he thinks
Yeah.
someone's underneath it.
Yeah.
Because he's not stupid, and I appreciated that he's not just like what's happening. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, you better not go down those stairs because something
I know.
bad's gonna happen.
And it's like,
and then he
and
does.
then here come the, you know, they did the Kid's part different, but I saw it in the preview and I'm like, well, that's about to happen.
Wait, can we also talk about that? Why
Yeah.
they put so much of the
They put
twist
too
in the
much.
trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave
Yeah.
them too much.
Because it was like
They should have showed the cat,
they
the
should have just
barrier,
been like,
and
you don't,
that's
right,
it.
like,
Right.
you don't know that the daughter's gonna die.
We
Yeah.
didn't need
That
to know
would've
that to
been-
get people in
Yeah.
the
That would have actually been like, oh shit, in the movie theater. But
Yeah.
it's like now everyone knew and everyone was
Because
like,
see, my
oh.
plot
okay.
was, I'm thinking it was going to be the town's kids just going crazy, killing people.
I know because
Because I
the
saw so
trailer
many
has
kids and I
this
saw the
cool
mask
And we never
on.
saw those kids again.
I'm
We
like, there's going to
never
be
saw
some.
them again.
They were like-
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck they in? Didn't they bury? I'm like, didn't they bury something back there?
We're live.
What they pits in?
Right.
So,
Well, and it was like they wanted like a weird. They just wanted like
they
creepy.
vibe. Not
for some
I felt
reason, those
Children
kids reminded me of Limp Bizkit. I don't know why.
I thought Children of the Corn a little bit. I had a
Yeah.
flag. I was like, damn, come
I'm
on.
just
Children
thinking
of the
like-
Corn. That's coming next. I guarantee you.
What one?
Children of the Corn will be the next.
Oh,
movie. It's
you
com-
think so?
That needs a
it's-
remake.
I feel it growing.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing about remakes is they're all fucking money grabs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're all money grabs. It's a remake, so right off the bat, you don't have any imagination because you didn't write your own shit.
Well,
But it's
So
like,
There's room
my
to
thing is
improve,
like,
I think,
yeah,
like-
I
Yeah.
agree with that. So my thing is like with the remakes, just don't fuck it up.
yeah,
Right.
Just don't fuck it up.
yeah.
right.
And so everything y'all said makes sense. They kind of fucked it up.
They did. Yeah.
But it's funny how we didn't even think like that. We were just like,
We was,
I want to see some kills.
Yeah.
We love that. That
Yeah.
I
Good.
yeah, that's our
It was
shit.
good.
We love the gore shit.
No, that's entertainment.
now-
It's just that
yeah.
there was so much else going on in the movie that I
But
was
you-
like, can you just do
Yeah,
horse?
you
Can
don't
just do
care
that? Like, don't throw this
because
other stuff at me.
You don't
Like,
care because no, it makes total sense how y'all.
Cause like it'll
No, I'm
be
pissed.
different. Like if you saw the daughter go to school.
Fuck you, Pet Semetary.
Kind of explain
Yes.
to her like what's
Yes,
going on
yeah.
with the Pet Cemetery. So
I'm
she
gonna
fucking
fucking
have
kill
an idea
myself.
about it. And it's like, but I thought what it is like a
Good
remake. That was just how they stuck to the same script. and
Exactly,
stuff. It's
yeah.
like y'all could have went totally different with it.
I could have made it live.
You could have made it live.
And just to like go back to your point though, it's like not all horror movies have to be like, oh, let's do character development and let's like
Yeah.
do this.
Right.
It can just be fun, you know. It
Yeah.
can just be like a fun
I want
slasher.
Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Town
More
one.
than the original,
Right.
I
But
love
now,
that.
now you
movie.
can
Like,
tell
one of my
it's
favorite
coming.
movies.
Too. You know it's
Yeah.
coming.
But the thing is, it was
They
like
gonna-
that movie was like,
they gonna
we're
say
not
it.
gonna try
Yeah.
Let's talk about the ending.
a family drama. We're
Yeah.
we're gonna have a guy
Yeah.
in a chainsaw come after people.
Texas
and they don't
Chainsaw.
well, so.
Let's go on.
Return of the Living
We're
Dead.
going live.
Yes. So what were you gonna say?
So what about the ending?
Yeah.
That's so different.
Yeah.
What
So
about
good.
the end scene?
Yeah.
How do you feel? You can tell how I feel about who I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Already.
You want to beat someone's ass.
I know.
It's
I
like,
just-
oh, here they come all walking up. I'm like, here they come. It's
About
so
to give you that
predictable.
shimmy.
And so I'm thinking like, okay,
Key
now,
eye.
part 2, they dragging on jump and talk to bring them to the
Right,
I'm like-
way the hell ever.
So I'm like,
yeah.
is the demon now like, I'm gonna take over the world?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? What's happening?
I mean, yeah, I
The
don't
whole
give a
town's in
shit.
trouble now.
Yeah, man, they just are, here they come. They're walking toward the car. Gage is in the car.
Yeah, he
And
waving.
And that's another thing.
Right.
That toddler would have been screaming his head
Yeah.
off. I was like, none of these people are parents. Like, just
Yeah.
like a lack of reality
Well,
here.
some of it was like not real. Like, the baby was just fine in the car, which is nice. Okay, that's good. Good.
Did they
You're
have a
fine
crack
in
in
the
the
car.
window?
Huh? No, it's like, so I guess
Right?
they,
Where's
like,
the cop being like,
come up on the car and
Right.
then throw Gage, and then they're like a dead family in Ludlow, and it's all good. But I just thought that like you got a pretty, as cheesy as any of the '80s movie was, you got a decent ending.
Yeah.
Like he buries his wife, the wife comes back in a reasonable amount of time, and like you believe it. She's like, darling, whatever. And
when he did learn his
assume-
lesson,
Yeah.
that was the whole
you
thing.
assume he's gonna die, and you're like, all right, I'm
And
at
it
peace
just-
with that.
it
And
just
they make
like-
a sequel anyway
Yeah.
with Eddie Furlong, and it's all good. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, they coming
This
back.
one is so obviously preparing for a sequel that I
Yeah.
just feel like, ugh.
Yeah, because it's like,
Why?
okay, what's next? Like, I never saw townspeople, so I don't know where they're going.
Right.
Are they going next door to the neighbor's ranch?
They're making
Is
zombies.
this a
Right,
zombie?
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's gonna turn into the regular zombie apocalypse.
And it's like, and
movie.
we've got a lot of zombie movies, and
We
I
got a
love
lot of
zombie
them.
movies, but I'm like, okay, I need someone to do something new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Zombie movies.
Yeah.
For
Exactly.
sure.
And
It's
it's
like-
just they like you say, the character development, the same. They stuck to the same format. and
Yeah,
they jumped
but didn't do
into
it well.
They jumped into it fast. Like it was nobody
Yes.
pissed off.
Right.
Somebody should have been like, "Why the fuck are we here?" The daughter had more to say than the mom.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then it was weird, like the daughter venturing out to the old guy house. We was like, that shit
There are
is
a couple
weird.
That was a little forced.
I
Right?
was
Like, what's happening?
I'm like, don't be around my daughter.
Yeah.
Don't follow
Oh,
my
yeah.
daughter
Wait a
no
minute.
more.
Yeah. Right off the rip.
She making cookies and shit.
Listen,
and
And
I
I
was
just
like,
walked into his house.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm
rich
like,
shit,
like,
right here.
I'm like,
What was the
Walking
husband's
into
name?
Lewis.
Lewis.
Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah.
she'd been like, Lewis!
Yeah.
Lewis!
yeah.
Lewis! Stranger danger!
No shit. And then he Bill Cosby him at one point.
Oh, he did Bill Cosby
him.
him.
His drink.
I was a little like,
He put the pudding
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
pudding.
I'm like, what's going on right here? He knocked him out. He should have woke up pissed off.
instead of just like, oh, what
Like,
happened?
hey, your wife's looking for you. And saw the dirty fingernails. Like, oh, we been in the cemetery.
And it didn't it didn't have to be that way.
In the backyard.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
it does
So-
that. There were so many points where I was like, it did not have to be written this way. Like, John Lithgow could have just come over and been like, hey, I'm your neighbor.
Yeah.
Introduce everybody legit, and
Yeah.
then they form a connection there.
I think-
Not like this weird, like,
And then tell them over
scary
there, like,
noise,
hey,
like-
don't fuck with this, don't do this. So people been aware, like
he does in the original, like in
Yeah.
the book.
kind of
like
made
straight off the
it
bat.
deep and
So
serious
you
with
think-
everybody
You
afraid.
think since it's Pet Semetary, they would have had the budget and the time to really take their time and do it right?
Yeah.
It's a tall order.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
a tall order. I think that they did the best that they could.
Yeah.
With all respect. I think
It was not shady
tried
at
to
all.
do it. I think they tried to do it really well. Like the production value is there, pretty. Okay, everyone's a good actor in this movie. It's like I don't know. Is it in the editing process at some of the important movies?
I
No,
don't
it's
think
not
it-
the direction. It's not the
You
direction.
didn't direct the
I just
script.
don't. I don't.
So-
That was in there too, director. Maybe that was where
So,
Maybe.
on our rating system, this is our Guts rating system.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if it totally sucks and you can't stand it and you leave or walk out, it's DOA. Dead on
Okay,
arrival.
so not that. It wasn't
So-
DOA.
And then it
We
goes
got
by
paper
levels
cut.
of
We
injuries.
got paper cut.
So, paper cut is F.
Okay.
Gash is what
Like
comes
a-
after F? D.
D,
Stitches is a C.
C,
Loss of limb
Is B.
is a B. And a full decapitation
is
is
A.
A.
Okay.
So, what would y'all give it?
I'm gonna go with Stitches.
Hey.
Stitches?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with
A
Stitches.
gash that needed
Stitches.
stitches.
Yeah, it's a DC.
A little bleed out, a little
Okay.
bleed out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a cool story. It's a cool movie. It's just, if if you've never seen the 80s movie, you don't know anything about that, you might enjoy this, but then if you love horror, you may be a little disappointed at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of like it's empty a little
Yeah,
bit.
You think
wanna,
Stephen King is just like I'm sure every time one of his movies comes out, he's just like, man, fuck.
Right, he dries his tear with his money.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
he's like, I'm so sad.
He's probably like the first one was bad. He's probably like, I knew it.
He wrote the screenplay for
That's
this.
what I'm saying. So he like, yeah.
So he was also like, oh, you don't do that the way I like.
Yeah, I know.
Where's
Right?
my
He's
$100
like,
bill?
do that if you want to.
Yeah, he's like,
See
I
how
got
much
my
they
money.
love it. You know, it's
man.
like I say, it should have been a double plot twist. They should have killed both kids.
That would have been really
That would have been crazy.
Well, you know,
Both
and
of
like,
them back, you're like, oh shit.
That would have been like,
I know, right? The
you know
back.
what else we're
Like-
missing? Just I'm gonna touch on this for a second. What else we're missing in the way of like being set up to be really scared? Number one, Pascal really isn't in the remake all that much. You know, in the 80s movie, he's there all the time in those red shorts. Like, don't go there. Don't do that. Don't do that.
he's like, come on, Doc, I'm not going to tell you twice. And you're like,
Yeah, he's there. He's trying to stop Rachel from like getting hurt. She's like trying to make sure she gets back to Lewis because he's resurrecting their children. You know, kind of. Yeah, of course, she's getting wrecked and all this stuff happens. And he's there, and so then she like hitches a ride with a truck driver, and Pascal's in the car too, and there they go. And then he drops her off, and she's like, "Oh, okay, great." And he's like says something to her like, "I'm not sure this is a good idea" or something, but he's over it. He's done. He's finished being the guardian angel with the gashing, bloody.
Madness, huh?
Yeah. So you've got him who is not really part of this remake at all.
he's there to provide jump scares.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
Certain
it's
points in the
like-
movie when the
The
producers
makeup
were like,
was
we've gone
real
too
good,
long
but
without
as a
scares.
character, I don't give a shit about him. I don't think he's any kind of ghost that I'm gonna like, I don't know, get any information from. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna get any information
He's like,
or
shit, he's
anything.
giving me vital information. I need him around. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck
something
is
to
this?
the whole story as we're watching it. And then also, what was so in the 80s movie, the little girl Ellie, she has like prophetic dreams. She's like, oh, I had a dream that daddy's gonna die or some kind of stuff. She's drawing pictures of it, she's sweating at her grandpa's house, she's sweating, she's like, I just had this bad dream and Pascal's gonna this and
She has
that.
The Shining, basically.
So we're getting some warnings that this
Yeah.
shit's gonna go down. But instead, in this one, because they swapped the roles with the toddler and the 8-year-old, you got Gage who drew some
he
kind
drew
of
some
special
shit.
picture that looked too adult for a
That
2-year-old.
happened twice. That happened twice in the whole movie where I'm like, again, like you could have been having Gage be kind of prophetic through the whole movie with certain things and it would have made more sense.
Yeah.
But then he's like, Pascal. I'm like, I don't believe that
I don't
2-year-old
believe
say
it.
that word. I don't believe
Yeah, they had him
it.
doing a little too. You're like, okay, yeah. They tried because they wanted to bring the old plot back in so bad. That's all I think it was.
Well, there's just it made so much sense in the 80s movie why everybody took on their roles. It made a lot of sense in the book why everybody took on the roles. They tried to make it, I think, fresh and exciting to do the remake.
Yeah.
And it's not bad to make the daughter the one die.
No.
You need to do
Stitches.
some work.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
That, and like you said, that kill on her was wild because of the tanker come.
I mean,
But
that
I'm
was
thinking like
intense.
that tanker would have took her out. Like,
That's what I'm saying. And we still saw like a body. I was like, I don't
I'm
think
like,
so.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, the tanker probably would have blown. What was in the tanker?
I don't know.
I
but
think, isn't it like petroleum or something?
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever. Those tanks are heavy.
It would have it would have been nobody at all.
right.
Like all she had when she came back, she had like some stitches back in her head. I was like, it would have been
You're
more than
brushing
that.
too hard, Daddy. I'm
And like a
That scene, I was like,
yeah.
oh,
Like,
like,
like you don't want to go to sleep and she is over there looking crazy. I'm like, and when she like the mama don't like me, I'm like, oh man.
and then he brushed her hair and like one of the staples comes out.
Yeah.
I was like,
that
oh.
was good. I mean,
Yeah.
That was just
Yeah,
so
it's like-
I was like, more of that.
Yeah,
More of
yeah,
detail,
yeah.
you know?
But like she went too fast because like when she he had her dressed up and he come outstairs, she in the dirty dress.
Right,
yeah.
It's like okay. It's
Ballet
like, okay,
dancing
she
and like
crazy.
throwing shit.
Yeah, it's like okay, she crazy. She broke something. Parent kick in. Time to get up out the house.
Yeah,
she,
you're like,
she
oh.
losing it.
Yeah,
That was just funny, though.
on the last podcast that we talked about it, I may have offended some people.
Oh yeah, it's all good though.
What
You'll
happened?
be all
Well,
right.
because I was talking about the original, it was
Yeah,
a
he
dude,
told you about the
and
original.
and I said
He
training.
said sure.
And apparently that's not cool, so I want to make an apology to all the
The LGBT.
All the people.
Two.
Yeah, all the people, we love you. Bruce Jenner is my guy.
Caitlyn now.
Caitlyn, you're my lady. And Caitlyn, hey, Caitlyn, all right. Anyways, so the stories for ghosts, ladies.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Oh, and
Coming on.
another thing too, what can they find y'all on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, at Stories for Ghosts.
That's
At
all
Shimmy,
right.
Texas.
That's
Yeah.
Shimmy, Texas.
At
Every time I
Shimmy,
say Shimmy, I always want to.
Shimmy.
Yeah.
So usually on Gus Podcast, we do this flavor. My boy sung it for us last time.
Jose,
We need to do the shoes of the week. Can you sing it for us?
sing it for
I
us?
don't even know what it was.
Shoes of the week. Can you see the feet? Shoes of the week.
Hey!
Hey!
Shoes of the week!
Hey!
Shoes of the week!
Huh.
Can't see my feet!
What?
So what's the shoes of the week?
That is Zane on the Vision, the Shoes of the Week, brought to you by Active Athlete Norm Clark. Thank you, Danny. But we're going to do our shoes that's on our feet, actually.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So right now we are rocking. Oh shit! Let me see. We got Saucony's, we got Dorothy's, and we got Huaraches. So this brought Nike Huarache shoes. If you can see them
And check out the
out
socks.
there.
Very
The
nice
socks. We got the
socks.
Beetlejuice
Good
socks
choice.
on. The
Excellent.
Michael Myers socks on.
Very
Stay
nice.
hard up. Original dope release. I think it was like I say 92 first time coming out. Running shoe, but I don't think we've been doing any running. And unless we running to go get some donuts.
I don't run.
To go get some fucking water.
I don't have to run.
But I tell you this, and I tell everybody, these are one of the most comfortable ass shoes. And I think ATX, those are some customs. He actually got Maniac.
Yeah, mine said Maniac on them.
So custom Huaraches, man.
Boom.
But you can get them right now. I think Danny have them at Active Athlete Home Plug. Shout out to Danny once again. They're like $115, something like that. So like I tell you about, if my light's not on, if my phone not on, if the table's off, I bought some goddamn shoes. I bought the shoes of the week. We're trying to stay fresh and fly for you motherfuckers. But definitely, man, I tell everybody to go holler at him, man. He'll give you a good discount. Tell him
Shout out to Danny.
Tell him Gus Podcast.
Howard Clark, baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's a fly ass shoe, man. They've been coming out with it since the 90s. I think it's one of the dopest shoes, most comfortable shoes. My sister does have, and I tell her, man, get you some Huaraches.
Okay. She's
She
on her feet all day.
She on her feet all day, and she haven't got them yet. Jada, how about Jada?
Come on, Jada.
But yeah, definitely get your pair of these, and
That was shoes of the week.
those shoes of the week.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, Silver
For
Medal.
sure.
We love you for that.
All right,
brother.
I don't want to hold the females up too much longer.
Yeah,
but
and
my
we got-
segment is called Fuckery.
Hell yeah, fuckery with ATX.
Fuckery with Space Viking. This week's pick on fuckery:
What you got?
Blood Orgy at Beaver Creek.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Blood Orgy at
You saw
Beaver
it?
Creek.
No.
So it's like movies you be like, what the fuck you watching? That's
No,
like,
but I mean, like,
Is it so bad it's good?
it's so bad it's good.
Yes!
Oh, I love
That's
that.
different.
Blood
Yeah.
Orgy at Beaver Creek. These
Wow.
scientists.
That's quite a title.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a
Good
porno.
That's a lot in the title.
Well, these scientists come up with like this kind of juice sauce shit, and it turns you into like a rabbit, like
Oh shit.
zombie, and you
Oh.
fuck everybody, and
Oh my goodness.
and you kill him, and you fuck him, and you fuck, yeah, and like
That's a
it
lot.
turned these
That's
ones,
a
these
lot.
scientists,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden they turned on each other. It was two dudes, and he's just like fucking jamming this guy.
Whoa.
It's fucking wild.
Oh, blood
That's a
orgy.
lot. They
Check
really-
it out.
They really did the orgy part.
Blood Orgy at Beaver Creek. Tell your grandma I said, wear something nice tonight, because I don't give a baker's fuck. I'm coming in hot and ready. I got the donuts out. I got the monster drink with my heart on flizzy. Okay? I'm one biscuit away from a heart attack in this bitch. So go watch it, and that's guts, baby.
Yeah, thank y'all again, man.
Thank you.
Thank y'all again.
Uh,
Ain't no opinion from Guts Podcast,
It's your
man.
boy Space
And
Viking.
the ladies.
The ladies from Stories for Ghosts. Go check them out.
Hell yeah.
Go on Instagram. They have their website is
Storiesforghosts.com.
storiesforghosts.com.
Got that domain name.
Yeah, they're the shit. Please go support them.
Yeah.
I've known Adriana my whole life. She's always kept it 100. She has
Fuck
not
yeah.
changed one bit.
Oh, thank
So thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank y'all so much.
Thank you for slumming it today.
Aw, come on.
No, this is so fun, y'all.
fun.
This is totally fun.
Yeah,
And we out.
and we out. We did it.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all ladies
Hey.
so much.
Uh.